Welcome, onlookers, to the forest. In the forest, everything is not what it seems. Like that tree over there, you might not know when a creature will pop out and kill you. Well, today we're covering quite an interesting specimen. That is a wild person, a tribal boy, using a tiki mask. So let's start. Okay, so to make the tiki mask, or a tribal boy to be exact, you must first choose your parts carefully. Choose a hair with lots of polygons so that you can freely manipulate the look. Okay, so what I use for this skin, I used round face, the snowman head, and army wear. Okay, so I first use the 2 bars of brown teeth for the snowman to make the teeth of the mask. And it's quite easy because the paint is square and you can just add some lines to make a teeth effect. Once that's done, you start editing the mask. I first edit the jaw part, or the lower region of the mask, to create the lower part. I'm sorry, I use the head part of the snowman to create the jaw part. And just coloring it with brown as the base. And what you need to know is that to give a good mask effect and 3D effect, you have to color the snowman hat in a way that it's light in the front and dark in the back, so that the back side looks like as if it's covered with shadow. To do that, you just paint the part of the hat in half and make sure that the light part is facing the front and the dark part is facing the back. Quite clear what I'm doing. Okay, so once that's done and you've tidied it up a bit, you can start by editing the rest of the mask. I use the carrot nose of the snowman to make the wooden nose of the tiki mask. And at first I wanted to use part of the face as the eyes of the mask. However, it didn't quite turn out well because the surface didn't become smooth. So I instead used the main area of the snowman head, the circular area, to make the mask. So like so, you can do like this, but in the end you might not make it smooth, and it will look as if the front part is sinking in, while the rest is quite different from the middle mask. So in the end, I just used the snowman head, the circular part, as the whole mask, just the base, and I'll add the details, the eyes, the other ornaments on the mask using polygons or just simply painting on the polygon. Right, so since mask only cover the front of the face, you just need to select the back part and push it forward to make it as if it's covering only the front part of the face. Okay, starting to look good. Just add the base color and make sure that it's square on top, and also make sure that the surface is even, and also make sure that the polygon is straight. Sometimes it gets confusing to know whether the polygon is straight, so what I do is just draw a single line or several lines from top to bottom from the polygon you're editing, and make sure that those lines become straight. If they are not straight, all you have to do is shift the polygon joints bit by bit until they're straight. Once they're straight, it will be easier for you to color on the polygon, on the painting area of the polygon, as the surface is even and it's square. Just fixing some rough parts. And now I'm adding some cheek ornaments. Those are the wooden carvings on the mask. And of course, this is my version of mask. If you want to add several details or maybe add some of your own design, add some different colors, it's up to you guys. So the fun part about skinning is really you can make anything. Alright, that's starting to look good. Now, since my base is done, I'm continuing by editing some more details while also editing some rough parts, making sure that no polygon is sinking in or out, and make sure that it looks natural overall, like that. Okay, so when you're making wooden masks, the trick is simply just coloring it a wooden shade, a brown shade with several highlights, and also adding some lines, because wood carvings tend to have these lines. Like if you go to Google and you Google logs, or you go to any kind of forest and you see any log, every wooden log has these lines from across across the wood. So to make that effect, just simply draw lines and also make some of the lines bent. And it's better to make the lines not evenly, not even. So some lines are thicker and some lines are thinner than others to make a realistic wooden carving. So I use the polygons to make the eyes, and this is actually the outer part of the eye. And then for the hole, the hole for looking through the mask, I use the black part of the polygon to make the hole. Alright, that looks great. So I want my Tiki Mask to be menacing, so really the eyes are quite sharp and the teeth are dark, because menacing looks have dark figures. It's quite good to have a concept for your skin before actually skinning. For this skin, my concept is a Tiki Mask used for hunting. So for tribal people, they use mask for first protection when hunting, and also to instill fear into their enemies, and also for camouflage. So of course, since it's a mask, it's covering their front part, so it would protect them from harm, and also the menacing look sends chills to their enemies' spines, and also the color of the mask is actually quite good for camouflage. So in the end, I also changed the carvings from orange to green to give a more camouflage-like effect. That's an example of how you would create your concept for a skin, because it will help in your skin making process when you're editing some details and adding some props to your skin. There, I'm using the highlights, some highlights on the front middle part of the log mask to make the mask look three-dimensional. Yep, and now I'm just tidying up the ornaments as I go. And here, I just change it to green. Pretty cool. Yeah, when you're editing some minor details, it's good to zoom in when doing stuff like here, because sometimes when you're too far away from the joints, it's hard to select the right parts, and you may change some unwanted parts instead. Right, so this is just adding some more details. Like I said, it will be your mask, so you're free to make any kind of details. You don't need to copy exactly like mine. Adding some more shading to the teeth and overall area to make the mask look even more menacing. Groovy. Alright, so now I'm just adding some like a crown for this mask. Sapphire ornament to show that he's of a royal blood. So he's a leader of the pack who's hunting for their crop. Just adding to the concept of the skin. Right, and all that's left is simply to tidy up everything, add the strap for the back, and edit the face. And since we're out of joints, we'll probably be adding the hair on the back of the head. You can also make like short hair by just coloring the back of the face, back of the head. Here I'm just making a base for the next video that is making abs. That's starting to look great. That's pretty good. And remember to save often. And I'm adding the eyebrows on the mask, the main mask. Well, I think that's about it. Comment below what you guys want me to do next. As I said, I'm probably gonna cover the body of this skin in the next video. And yeah, I hope this helps, because I know that making masks aren't easy. So yeah, if you guys have trouble, feel free to comment below. I guess that's it. See you next time.